Step into the world of space exploration with Door to the Universe. As science fiction becomes reality, we dive deeper and explore all things space-related. In this episode, join us as we discover exciting news from China's recent exploration mission that resulted in billions of tons of water being discovered, a revolutionary find for future lunar missions. Venture further still as robotic rovers go cave diving on Mars, while international agencies attempt to navigate complex licensing requirements around medical care in orbit. Unlock your next window into outer space today at Door to the Universe. On November 28th, an intrepid lunar lander was sent to the moon's surface on a mission of discovery. After gathering payloads from the surface and its dust-covered regolith, it returned back earthward with fascinating treasures in tow. Samples containing mysterious glass beads known as microtektites. These tiny marvels are formed due to meteorite impacts continuously occurring over time. The intense heat created by these bombardment events melts down silica found within soil particles, along with oxygenated dirt, which is then propelled high into airless lunar skies for us all to behold. The moon is not an arid wasteland after all. Thanks to the near-constant solar winds, promising pockets of reaction appear on the lunar surface and are cooled by silica. In this process, water is encased in tiny glass beads which cover its terrain, a factor that could potentially revolutionize our ability to colonize it. Researchers have proposed collecting regolith from any part of the moon's equator or poles, boiling it down until nothing remains but a vapor which can then be cooled into liquid form, yielding plentiful amounts of H2O for inhabitants far and wide. For decades, researchers have been eagerly anticipating the chance to study water reservoirs beneath the moon's surface. Thankfully, recent research has uncovered that these hidden pockets of moisture may be due to a type of bead-like material created from meteor impacts entrapped in areas with a near-constant shade over time. Experiments like L.C. Ross mission even provided further evidence for this theory back in 2009, revealing layers of earthly ice situated underneath lunar regolith that could only come from an extraterrestrial source. These beads, researchers have proposed a novel explanation for the presence of lunar water. Microtektites, small pieces created by meteor impacts. Over time, these become buried under layers of dust and slowly move to the moon's subsurface, exposed to extreme temperature fluctuations between day and night, reaching as high as 120 degrees Celsius in the sunlight, but dipping below negative 130 degrees Celsius at night. They release trapped water back into reserves beneath the surface. This strange phenomenon could offer an answer to where NASA is detecting underground reservoirs on our closest celestial neighbor. Who knew that the moon, of all places, could provide us with a renewable resource? By harnessing energy from meteor impacts on its surface and drawing out water molecules for consumption, we can start to dream big, making permanent habitation not only on our lunar companion, but other airless worlds possible. And if these planets have been graced by solar winds as well, then there is an even bigger potential. Instead of being limited to living in polar regions, we now have access to almost every corner. An exciting bonus too, this continuous process provides us with clean oxygen for breathing, and fuel in the form of hydrogen. It's time humanity begins setting sights further than Earth. What wonders await beyond? This exciting new discovery reveals that the moon is even more suitable for exploration than initially thought. Not only does it contain a wealth of hydrogen and oxygen, but experiments suggest these elements can be extracted from its regolith in order to make water, offering potential as an invaluable base of operations. Launching rockets from the moon's atmosphere would prove much simpler than fighting through Earth's thick air and strong gravitational pull. With time, our natural satellite could become an important hub during humanity's next space race. Taking inspiration from a fairy tale classic, the University of Arizona researchers have ingeniously developed an innovative way for explorers both big and small to navigate fields far away on distant planets. Lead researcher Wolfgang Fink likens the concept to Hansel and Gretel's breadcrumb trail. In this case, little address sensors taking the place of crumbs, acting as communication relays that broadcast like Wi-Fi hubs between them. These devices will create paths forward through otherwise unknown terrain, no matter if it's over rivers or even underground caves. A team of researchers is planning an ambitious mission to explore distant worlds. To make the journey, they have designed a fleet of expendable mini exploration drones, equipped with LiDAR sensors and sophisticated algorithms for guidance in case they are lost along their voyage across space-time. While messages take 40 minutes or so just to reach Earth from Mars, these intrepid explorers will push farther than ever before into our solar system and beyond, discovering new secrets on Saturn's moon Titan as well as other celestial bodies. Our current situation has necessitated the need for a more efficient and automated solution. The research team is confident that this system could be utilized to delve into uncharted terrains, such as Titan's vast lakes, or even explore beneath the icy shell of Europa, one of Jupiter's moons. Navigating these unknowns certainly presents its challenges, communication being chief among them, but communication breadcrumbs may be just what we need in order to remain connected with the home base during any mission. The aerospace industry is making leaps and bounds, ushering in a new era of advanced space exploration. But with this increased activity comes the need to address complex questions around how to best safely certify newly hired personnel. To meet these demands, there are stringent requirements for those wishing to become NASA surgeons, requiring up to 14 years of experience with both medical practice and specialized areas such as aerospace medicine. Traditional methods of training flight surgeons have been too slow and inefficient to meet this demand, but thankfully some organizations are taking steps toward addressing it. SpaceX demonstrated their commitment during Demo 2 with NASA-certified Dr. Andelman in tow. However, as health tech advances further into outer orbit, it could prove invaluable for sports medicine practitioners who already possess baseline knowledge of treating various illnesses or injuries to keep up to date on these developments, so they can provide support when needed. Despite the fact that there are plenty of physicians with adequate experience to practice orbital medicine, a study from Western University in Canada found it difficult for them to obtain certified licenses due mainly to restrictive and laborious legal frameworks. The researchers noted this was similar for certifying flight surgeons around the world, potentially limiting access not only with individual provinces but across borders as well, since space flight companies tend largely to be run by governments or militaries, which have strict criteria when approving boards' certification applications. With space exploration becoming an ever-growing reality, innovative strategies are being sought to ensure the safety of travelers in all facets of interstellar voyages. A universal licensing system hasn't been established yet, but it's merely a matter of time, especially when you consider that medical personnel needs certifications for such travels. Check back with us each week here at Door to the Universe as we bring intriguing updates and insights regarding aerospace endeavors and further explorations into other worlds. Don't forget to give this video your thumbs up if it sparked your interest today. Every click helps our channel bring you more intergalactic content just like this one.